Hey guys, Chris here with Hazardous Golf. Just doing a little intro in the car today. The tee box is a little bit busy. You might be able to see Andy standing out there at his car. So today we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to go for a 9-hole better ball. That way we can both play our own game and try and get a nice score in through the combination of the best holes that we play. Really not sure what we'll shoot. My goal today is to simply contribute to the score. That would be great. This way I get to play my own golf without having to go up against Andy. He's been on a bit of a heater recently. He's really in form and he's playing slightly below his handicap, which is 13. And I'm a man who's playing above my handicap at the minute, which is currently 23. So you just don't want to see that match play, and I don't want to go 3-0 down. So we're going to get out here, we'll play our own ball and we'll record our score. We'll try and see if we can go 3 or 4 over. I think that would be a great score. Andy's likely to maybe go 5 or 6 over himself. So if I can contribute to a few holes, 2 or 3 holes with a par, I'd be absolutely delighted. See you out there. Hey guys, Chris here with a voiceover.
That will work.
We had a bit of a mic malfunction. I had charged the mics for the previous week and assumed that they would be fine for this week as we did not use them. However, they decided to die after 1 hole, and of course the mic overrides the phone's microphone, so that leaves us with no audio for most of the holes here. So I'm going to do a voiceover. You can see now we've got decent tee shots away. Andy opting for driver just down the right side there. I decided to play a bit safer, use a 5-iron off the tee. This way it gives me a shot off the fairway, and I'm typically way over on the left side there behind trees and I can't hit the green in 2. So today playing a wee bit more conservative off the tee on holes where I don't need to hit driver, and we're going to take that 5-iron and see how we do. Decent approach shots there. Andy with a nice wee hop. So we've got Andy at the back of the green in 2, and I am just short off the green here into looking to just bump this chipper onto the green. Loads of room to play with. Let's see how we do. And just like that, I managed to blade it the whole way through the green. Not happy. Now we've got a very long putt coming back here for par. Pretty annoyed at this. This would typically be the type of hole that I feel like I've played reasonably well and safe, and yet I just can't execute around the greens, and then I don't score very well. So that was a long range par putt, decent effort. Couple of feet left for bogey.
Andy for
now we've got Andy here, the birdie putt from just off the green.
I don't hit this at all. I don't hit it at all.
It's a great roll. 3 feet for par. Just needs to clean it up and we will be even through 1. And just creeps it in. There it is. Nice easy start. On to the second hole. It's quite a tough par 4. And he just baby fade off the middle to the left center. Step up. Hit a slight block just out towards the bunkers there on the right. The ball actually just rolls through one of the bunkers and comes to rest on a ridge.
About how this might be an interesting stance for me from a second. I think it'll be okay. I'll send Andy probably less likely to fat it if the ground drops off behind the ball. So
he's straddling the lip
we'll
of
see.
this bunker.
It's interesting. Yeah, Andy said I'm going to have to be straddling the humps behind this bunker here. So could be interesting.
So as you can see, not the best break for me, but I did feel like I wouldn't be able to fat it because it's quite a steep mound and there's really no ground behind the ball. However, obviously I can't really move my body as much as I would like to. You can also tell my alignment is a little bit off here. I'm looking way over my left shoulder, trying to aim for the left side. My body isn't aiming there. And then I fat it so bad I barely make contact with the ball.
Probably less likely to fat it. After me saying I wouldn't fat it. Into as well.
Tough stance.
Okay, Andy, prime position here. You can see the 100 marker just to the right of the screen. So he'll be knocking down a pitching wedge a little bit here. Aiming out slightly towards the left side of the green. Everything feeds down to the right. And he plays a great shot.
Just about saw it there. Don't know if I'll get to even get
This was deep in the rough. I just grabbed my 54-degree wedge. I'm swinging as hard as I can, just trying to get this out onto the fairway.
Well,
Actually, pretty nice result. I was happy with this. It's just a shame that I was playing my third. And now I'm left with a real difficult putt. Obviously, not a lot of confidence in the chipper after blading it through the first green. So I had a talk with Andy, trying to figure out a good line here. A lot of break before the green, then it kind of levels out. So this is our fourth, putting for par from way off the green. Not the worst roll in the world from there, it's just very slow. Andy coming across the green. This is tough. Look how far above the hole he is here. Quite hard to appreciate it on camera, but this is steep downslope to the flag. As you can see, it looks like the ball's going to stop, and it just keeps rolling. Fast greens. Bogey putt for me now. Kick a wee bit of grass out of the way. These golf shoes tend to hold on to a lot of the grass shavings. Can we sink this for a bogey? No, never had a chance. Always blew the hole. That's a double. That would put me +3 over 2 if I was playing by myself. Andy on cleanup duty. Again, little tester up the hill.
What a hero.
Par. The boys stay
Par.
even through 2. Andy is carrying hard. On to the third hole. Quite like this tee shot. Andy just bleeds it out to the left. Into the trees a little bit. We'll have to see how that lie is. I've now just blocked mine slightly out to the right side.
down there.
Into the trees, down the right. Trees are quite sparse down there, so should be fine. Andy seems like he has a wee bit of a break here. There's a couple of trees to come over there just in front of himself. Yeah, it's a nice shot. He is just short and left of the green.
Just caught it there in the camera.
I'm also very fortunate. I'm about 95 yards out in the rough. Take my 54-degree wedge. Decent swing. Just a little bit heavy. And this rough at Bangor, it doesn't look too long, but it's really thick and tough to get through. Obviously frustrated. I've left it short there in the bunker. This is a long bunker shot now. We've probably got 30 yards to the pin. The bunkers aren't that soft. I catch it very well. Probably fly that, 35 yards. So we've got 20, 25 feet probably coming back there. Andy just off the green to the left. Wedge in hand. And what a shot that is. Nearly chips it in. 2 feet for the par. We'll walk on up. And we'll tap this in to stay even par through 3. I feel like I at least wanted to contribute something here. So this is a long range par putt. Great roll, and just below the hole. Andy again, he's level par himself through 3, keeps us level par. 4th hole, par 5, really important here to get a good drive away. Andy again just leaking it slightly left, but manages to keep it within the tree line. It's very important for moving forward on this hole. I hit that nice big pull hook straight into the trees about 100 yards in front of myself. It's nearly impossible to score well in this hole now, as you're left just to punch out kind of diagonally, and I still haven't even made it to the fairway after 2 shots. Standing now with a 6-iron in hand, just trying to get the ball up there to see if we can leave ourselves a shot in with our 4th. Decent contact, just leak it out slightly to the right side. Andy pulling his 4 hybrid for his 2nd. You can see the ball sitting down a bit in the rough. He does have a good view of the back of the ball. Trying to hit a fade. It's a fantastic strike. Unfortunately, the ball is just not fading and heads straight into the rough down the right. Just playing my 4th now. Really tough uphill lie. And I hit the ground about 6 inches behind the ball, clearly very frustrated. Now I'm playing my 5th from 110 yards out, looking to get up and down for a bogey. Pretty good strike. Andy with a pitch from about 60 yards. Just flies it a little bit too far, and it's not going to hold the green. He's just over the back now in 3 on this par 5. Little bump and run. Great effort, just comes up a little bit short. He's never too far away around the greens with a wedge in his hand. It's a long range putt for bogey, just short. Another double for me. Andy once again par putt to keep us level through 4, and he just misses on the low side. We are +1 through 4, but well on target. The dreaded 5th hole, Andy hits a pull. Do not believe that tracer, it just wouldn't work properly. It's into the left trees there, not OB. I hit a 4-wood off this tee. Didn't launch it very high, but we're down the middle of the fairway, still a long way in. Just admiring Andy's new ZX5 Mark II irons. Handed him the 5-iron here as he sees a gap to punch out. Takes another look at it. You can see where he's aiming here. The biggest gap in front of him. And it still baffles me how that 5-iron managed to pop up so high. Hits the tree, bounces laterally, and he takes a 5-iron again and just absolutely nuts it. Not really thinking too much about it. And unfortunately, we actually lost that ball. I'm playing my 2nd now. I can't go for the green. This is a big dog leg. Hit a 7-iron, aiming just to be short of that bunker on the left. Unfortunately, we just got through the fairway into the rough, but we're still only about 100 yards here. Have to go over that tree. And again, just not getting enough of the ball first out of this rough. It just takes 15-20 yards off the shot. Leaves us short. So we're putting from off the green now for a par. During the round, we actually made a mistake here, as this is my 4th shot on this hole, and it's a decent effort. A couple of feet left for bogey. However, during the round, we both seemed to think this was double bogey, and it wasn't until I was editing the footage that I realised this was a bogey. And I was putting a card in today, so a little bit annoyed that I actually shot 1 shot better than what I did. But we're +2, 3-5, still on track. 6th hole, par 4. Andy not happy with this drive. Pulls it down to the right. A lot of trouble down there with the trees. Again, I'm playing strategic. Hit a nice 5-iron off this tee. It's only 320 yards. The trees down the left there are in play with the driver, so my 5-iron can't reach it. Andy looking to punch out. He is literally leaning against that tree, so this is actually a very nice shot to be able to advance that ball 60-70 yards there. So I'm just short of that 150 marker. We're in the wind here, but short is fine. So I take the 7-iron. Really good strike, just leaking a touch. And it lands just short and right of the green. Andy with the mid-iron in hand. He is just slightly long and left. We're both about pin high here, just off the green. The flag splitting our two balls. There's me just there outside the fringe. Andy on the fringe now. I certainly would not be taking a wedge here myself, as this is all moving away from him. Pretty good contact, just it's not going to stop coming past that pin. So here I've chosen to go with the chipper. Andy tried to talk me out of it. Wanted a wedge in my hand because I'm short-sighted, but I just felt like I was going to put a putt and stroke on this to lift it into the fringe and just trickle out towards the hole. And I executed very nicely, giving myself a great chance to get up and down here for par. Andy now just leaves his putt a bit short. So this is my first real chance to contribute, feeling a wee bit of pressure, as this is all I wanted to do during this round. The round's being filmed. Come on, Chris, you can at least contribute with a par. And there it is, just crept in the front. Holding on nicely, +2 through 6 onto this longer par 3, and leaking the hybrid out to the left onto the 5th hole near the ladies' tee box. I'm hitting 5-iron, feeling confident after hitting it off the 6th so well. And again, I just hit a slight little pull into the trees down the left. Andy, this is a very difficult shot. It's to come over those trees, probably 70 yards. Difficult to hold this green from there. And he does amazingly well. Probably 15 feet. I'm just punching out here with an 8-iron. Would have even been happy if that wasn't on the green, but we managed to creep onto the front to give ourselves a long range effort here. An outside chance at par. I have to say the long range putting was very good on this day. All of them kind of threatened the hole, and we're given tap in bogeys. Andy now another outside chance at par. Down the hill, just trickles it past on the top side. Great effort. +3 through 7, just about hanging in there. 8th hole, par 4, slightly longer par 4 for Bangor. And Andy hits a lovely drive just down the right centre of the fairway. I step up with driver, hit a pull fade. We're just right beside each other here in the fairway, about 170 yards into wind. So I pull a 6-iron, and it's probably the strike of my life. So pure. These ZX 5-irons feel amazing. Just over the pin on the left side. Andy with the same shot, and a bit of a miss hit, just that high floaty one out to the left. Tough now coming back over that bunker onto the green, but he's got a backstop here, and it looks like the ball is rolling down, and somehow it just stops on that hill. Baffles me.
Yeah.
So now we've got This is a
outside
tough
chance.
sliding
Andy putting for
left to
par.
right.
This is very tricky. We both read this left to right, down the hill. Looks like it's breaking, and it just holds its line.
How does that stay straight?
We both couldn't believe this.
What?
Pretty good effort. Tap in for bogey.
Bogey?
And now I'm standing here over a rare birdie opportunity. It's a decent roll. It's got a chance. Just misses on the low side. A little bit of a push. Tap in par to keep us +3 through 8. 9th hole, par 4. This is tough. The drive's not really the problem. It's more the approach to the green. Andy hits a good one down the right-hand side.
Yeah.
Again, I hit another wee pull fade down the fairway. Andy on the approach. It's tough getting out of this rough again. He has to come around those trees. He hits a nice one. Low, penetrating. Just comes up short of the green. I actually managed to find quite a bit of form after the 6th hole. I really settled in with my iron striking. And standing here with a 9 or an 8 iron in hand. Good strike again. Left side of the green. And just rolls through the back. Andy pitching on
wedge up here.
in 3. Leaves himself
Pretty
with
good.
a
Just
long,
died in that
or a
bounce.
mid-range par putt. I just have to 2-putt this here for a par. I actually went on to finish 18 after this, and what I thought was an 88. Upon watching this footage, I actually shot an 87, and it's my first time breaking 90 in well over a year, about 18 months. I haven't been able to play that much golf since my daughter was born, and it was really nice that all the shadow swings and practice I'm putting in at home is paying off. Sink that par putt. We're +3 through 9. Remember, guys, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe as we watch Andy here trying to see off his putt for a par. We're really enjoying making the videos, and we hope you guys enjoy the content. If you have any suggestions, please leave a comment down below. Thanks very much.